Help, help! I'm about to make a whole Transmedia franchise and I don't know where to begin. That's okay. Mad About This Media is here to help. Ding. Right now there are 5 videos on this channel, including this one, talking about where to start in building a franchise and specifically what medium to start with. And just a disclaimer, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different software, a lot of different websites, and I'm not sponsored by any of them. These are just the free to use options that I would suggest for a client that I'm working with. Who in their life hasn't at one point said, oh, I should write a book? Writing a book is no small feat. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Let's say you have a story that you want to write out and publish as a book. And if you know this channel by now, you'll know that we're talking about working as an independent creator. For the purpose of this video and its counterparts, we're always talking about self-publishing, self-creating, and finding the best ways to distribute that for free. So for the purposes of publishing, we're not going to be talking about trying to land an agent or publishing company. If you're creating a comic book, there are so many different creation tools out there. Art styles vary from person to person, so the correct creator tool for you just might depend on your style. But remember, creators like Cyanide and Happiness have done really well with a simplistic art style and great writing. So even if you wouldn't consider yourself an illustrator, you can still create great content. And even still, if drawing stick figures makes you self-conscious, you can use photographs and overlay text bubbles. There are so many things you can do. But for now, let's get back to novels. So you've written your story out on Google Docs and you're ready to put it out there. Well, before you can publish it on Amazon, you need to format it properly. There are some great book formatting softwares out there, but they can get expensive. The best free option that I found is Kindle Create, and that's especially great if you're planning on distributing through Kindle Direct Publishing. Because if we're going for a traditional ebook format, then we're for sure going through Amazon's ebook marketplace. But you're not going to stop there. What I would highly recommend is putting the first chapter of your book as a sample on Wattpad. And I would include a link to the full book at the end of the sample for those that want to keep reading. Now, normally in a transmedia model, I would say you should never reuse content. Why would I read the same exact thing on 2 different platforms? So after you've put the first chapter up on Wattpad, my suggestion would be to continue to write short stories on that platform. This is the perfect place to create that bite-sized content, and you get direct feedback from your readers. You can utilize this platform to quickly address questions about your story with more content. Just like with other platforms, there is the possibility of a paid partnership with the site. However, that comes after you've developed a following. If you're distributing a comic book, the site Webtoons lets you participate in ad revenue. But again, it's after you've hit a subscriber goal. And if all of this is super overwhelming and you are in need of help, I mean, that's what I do. I'm a transmedia producer. I do this for clients. So contact me. Go to my website, go to my Fiverr, reach out, and we'll see what we can do. Now let's say you've got your book on Amazon and you're ready to start expanding your story. I would start with locating the parts of your story that were limited by the current medium. So for books, unless there's a lot of pictures, it's not really a visual medium. And unless you're listening to an audiobook, it's not an audio medium either. I think branching into music can be a great way to enhance the story of your novel. And making music videos of particular scenes in your book can enhance your audience's understanding of that scene. Novels are the best way to communicate a character's inner monologue, because we tend to write exactly what they are thinking and feeling, even if we're writing in a third-person perspective. The addition of music can greatly support the emotional feel of the scene. Or even better, inform the audience of another character's previously unexplored thoughts and emotions. What I've noticed with novels, especially in the young adult, fantasy, and sci-fi genres, is that the readers love associating with people groups. You've got Hogwarts houses, the cabins at Camp Half-Blood, the 12 districts of Panem, Team Edward versus Team Jacob. Now, of course, these things don't just exist in book form, but I think books are a great way to create them. And to me, the possibility of battling factions and competition between teams is perfect for a board game, card game, or video game format. So if your novel has an equivalent to different people groups, I think game creation is the easiest thing to branch into. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're excited to start creating some stuff. The rest of the videos will be here somewhere. And as always, be safe, behave, and be creative.